Deforestation is the permanent removal of forest cover from an area and the conversion of this previously forested land to other uses. This can be done legally and illegally. Illegal deforestation results when national laws have been violated. For example, harvesting wood from protected areas and exporting species of trees that are threatened.
53% is used for agricultural land.
19% for urban development.
8% is used for industry and resource extractions, for example, mining and the tar sands.
10% for hydroelectric development.
10% turned into forest roads. Deforestation can result from many different logging methods. Land clearing clears an entire area which is usually then used for livestock grazing or agricultural use. Commercial logging and harvesting of timber for wood production serves people's needs for projects using wood. Slash and burn techniques are some physical methods to remove the trees. Finally, natural events, depending on the location, can increase the incidence of deforestation.
When thinking about deforestation, most people immediately think of more tropical areas such as the Amazon forest, which covers many countries in South America, including Brazil, Ecuador, Peru, and Venezuela. The Amazon rainforest is home to many indigenous people and over half of all the species of plants, animals, and insects on the earth. Some of these plants are of medicinal value, and there are likely more in the forest that have yet to be discovered. The rainforest also produces more than 20% of the world's oxygen. The Amazon forest is very important to everyone's livelihood. Even so, more than 20% of the Amazon forest has been destroyed and is gone forever.
This past summer, I went on a research trip to the tropics. I went to Cusco National Park in Honduras.
Cusco is a biodiversity hotspot. This park consists of a protected core and a buffer zone where a variety of forest habitats can be found. The park protects threatened species of insects, amphibians, birds, and the rare dwarf forest. This park is being threatened by illegal logging and deforestation for coffee plantations.
While walking to the satellite camps on both sides of the park, you notice the difference deforestation has made. On one side of the park, you have good, healthy forest, while on the other side, you see fields of land cleared for livestock and coffee plantations. While walking the transects, we would pass areas of forest that were just chopped down. You could tell it was a recent development because the leaves of the fallen trees were still green. Sometimes in the still of the day, I could hear the whine of chainsaws as illegal loggers sawed down trees just beyond our camp. These people were gradually getting closer to the camp. I'm afraid that next year the forest surrounding the satellite camp will no longer be there. It's quite sad.
Canada has recently come under scrutiny about the deforestation occurring in the north as a result from the tar sands. Trees are needed to be cut down to allow area for roads, housing for the workers, and the actual mining. A negative impact of this is that 8.7 megatons of carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere yearly.
Species, especially endemic populations from the tropics, are reliant on forests for protection, food, home, and survival. With increased deforestation on the planet, species population and diversity are decreasing.
Clearing of all of the top vegetation allows for soils to become more negatively affected by wind and water, increasing soil erosion. Also, with no root systems below the soil erosion increases and can cause flooding and landslides.
Carbon is taken in by plants during photosynthesis to produce oxygen. When these plants and trees are cut down, CO2 is not being sequestered. Slash and burn techniques cause the plants to release their stored carbon into the atmosphere. This causes increased levels of carbon dioxide that are part of the greenhouse effect.
Reducing emissions from deforestation and forest degradation more commonly known as RED, was created in 1995 with the objective to reduce greenhouse gases by using market and financial incentives. Since then, the United Nations has collaborated with RED to create UNRED, which help reduce emissions in developing nations.
Reforestation is the planting of trees on land where there was a previous forest. In Canada, logging companies are required to plant seedlings and allow for forest regeneration.
Reduce your consumption of paper products. This can be done by using reusable cloths and sponges for the kitchen, rakes to mop the floors, and toilet paper with a high percentage of post-consumer content.
Buy from sustainable manufacturers. For example, companies that have the Forest Stewardship Council logo are guaranteed to provide wood that is produced from a sustainable harvesting company.
Twice before printing. And print double-sided sheets of paper.
Instead of wasting paper, opting for paperless.
And finally, reduce, reuse, and recycle.